Welcome to another episode of St. Louis Wise Guys. We have a lot of exciting things to talk about today. A lot of great things going on in St. Louis. We have the new aquarium opening in December.
Christmas Day, yeah.
So that'll be pretty exciting.
Can't wait to go down to see that.
Right. Ballpark Village
is expanding,
Yeah, phase 2 is coming in. We got a soccer team coming in. They'll start building that facility.
Yeah.
And we also have the XFL team starting up in February. I think they start practicing in January.
Yeah. I actually cut my nose today shaving because I'm so excited. We got the president of the Battlehawks, Kurt Hunzeker, coming in.
Yeah,
so
can't wait to hear what he has to say. So
we'll have him in a little bit.
Right. So I've seen
a
him
lot of
speak
stuff going
before,
on.
So
So what else has been happening in your life?
You know, the economy is running extremely well.
Right.
A lot of great things going. You know, we're coming up on almost an 11-year bull market.
Yeah.
I think we're going to continue to see good things. When we just got through Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and they were both records. Both of them were up over 20%, which, wow, the people are out there spending money, so that's a good thing. Anytime people are spending money, that's good for our economy, that's good for stocks.
Yeah. You know, the unemployment rate is low. I think I saw some statistics on that.
Unemployment's almost at all-time lows.
All-time low, yeah.
So if you want a job, they're out there.
Yeah. And I was out in the Mortgage Bankers Association conference about 2 weeks ago, and they were talking about interest rates, remaining flat through probably mid 2020, which means refinancing opportunities are still pretty strong. Also read a nice, interesting stat. There's something like 80 million owner-occupied homes in the U.S., of which 20 million of them will change hands in the next 15 years as the boomers age.
Baby boomers getting older.
They're gonna sell their houses. Unfortunately, maybe die off. Things are going to happen.
I'm a baby boomer. I'm at the very end, but
things are going to happen. But I think you look forward. There's a lot of good things happening with our economy, and and especially in St. Louis.
Right.
Like we talked about the aquarium opening up. We've got the XFL. That's going to happen. We've got the All-Star game.
Oh, yeah, that's
the hockey All-Star game coming in late January.
I forgot about that. That's going to be very exciting.
Yeah, we've got, speaking of economics, we've got, we're Mizzou coach hire. What do you think about that, Tommy?
I hear he's going to make about $4 million, which is, I don't know how many times more than even the governor makes. But he is definitely the highest paid state employee in Missouri.
Yeah, and he, I guess he was 12-1 with Appalachian State, so it'd be interesting to see how it goes for him.
I think it's good to get some new blood and see what he can do. Sometimes just giving a person a shot. Let's see what happens.
Right. Yeah.
Go Tigers.
Yeah, go Tigers. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, you want to get out and go talk to Kurt and see what's happening with the XFL, our new homegrown, football team.
Yeah. So let's welcome Kurt Hunzeker, the president of the St. Louis Battlehawks.
Well, Kurt, thanks for dropping in to give us some information about the Battlehawks. We were just talking about the Missouri Tigers' new hire. What do you think of?
I love the fact, Eli Drinkwitz, I love the fact that potential has so much value now. Yeah. Coming from minor league baseball, the value of a prospect has never been higher. Like you think about it in baseball terms, the big contracts were going to the guys who were more on the tail end of their careers, and now you're seeing like draft picks and prospects having so much value. It's almost like it's now gone into the coaching side. If you look at the most recent round of coaches, there's a lot of guys you want to get the up-and-coming guys, guys who are trying things that have maybe never been done before, and going 12-1 at Appalachian State and beating the Carolinas, North and South Carolina. That's you're starting off on a good pedigree. There's still a whole lot of
good talent still.
A lot of good talent.
Missouri,
a lot of good talent. Great recruiting base, obviously.
A
lot of guys who are committed, getting ready to come up. I mean, the next
Macklin. No one's entering the portal, from what I heard.
No, the next Macklin's coming up.
Right.
Brady Cook. I mean, there is a strong potential with this team, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, there's a lot of Mizzou guys transitioning into the Battlehawks. There's a lot of a few Mizzou guys Well, playing for you guys, right?
I mean,
which is awesome.
As a Mizzou alum, I was really excited, and obviously, the fan engagement side of the house has zero to do with the football operations.
Right.
Jonathan Hayes, our head coach and general manager, and Trey Brown, our director of player personnel, and then in the first phase of our draft, the skill position players, you get LaDavian Washington and Marcus Lucas, two Mizzou guys.
Right.
I was like, yes. But then we also pick up the second president of the Battlehawks, who played at the University of Illinois.
Okay.
So we've got we've got some great local players.
Right.
But we also just have, all in all, the 70 guys in minicamp right now are just really excellent football players. And as we've started to get to know them, they walk around the complex in our city. They're just they're fun guys to be around.
Right.
There are people that I hope the fan base in St. Louis will enjoy cheering for, and they really want to know more. I mean, a lot of them, some of them who played in the fall league, wants to hey, I remember St. Louis. And others are like, hey, what's there to do? I heard barbecue's a thing.
No, right.
What's this toasted ravioli?
About pork steaks.
Yeah, a couple guys came to my office yesterday, like, I know today's not the day, but this Ted Drew's, let's talk about this. And I'm like, you guys are gonna really like St. Louis. So, but it's been, I mean, it's excellent now that we have the local angle with the players, but all 70 guys, regardless of what school they went to, they love the fact that the St. Louis community and our fan base is so excited for pro football return.
Right.
And they're looking forward to getting out in the community and doing a lot of community events that we've been doing the last 5 months.
Right. What about, you got a couple of coaches too, ex-Rams.
As a team.
They have Windstrom as well, right?
Grant Williams.
And
he's the tallest guy in the building.
Okay.
Still. He walks around and I'm just like, hey, Grant, what's up? No, that's great, and their familiarity.
Yeah.
And while the logos and the dressing around the facility has changed, their energy level is sky high. Yeah. And the players are feeding off of that, and obviously, the players are like, hey, which room is which? They're like, that's a tight end room. This is but it's just been really. It's been fun. I mean, honestly, it's probably no better way to say it. It's been a lot of fun having pro football back in St. Louis.
Right. Well, it's my understanding you have a lot of St. Louis people in the front office also.
Yes, just so happens to have played out that way. By no means is that the box you have to check.
Right.
We want top quality people, and so when I started building out the front office, I wanted leaders, and we kind of talked about the head coach in Mizzou. You want some up and coming people. The really cool thing about building the Battlehawks business operations, and we call it fan engagement because fan is the center of everything for us, being fan first, is there is no playbook. There is no, we've always done it this way. And we're very unique in St. Louis. I mean, it's going to be 72 and sunny every game, which is awesome.
Right.
When it's February and March.
Yeah, especially for February and March. We know that.
And the fact that we're building St. Louis's first born and raised professional football team. The previous two teams came from somewhere else. So when I was telling the story in the recruiting process, when talking to finalists for the job, I was really kind of honing in on that. And it just so happens when you start having the conversation, like, all right, where'd you grow up? And I was talking to somebody who was working for a Major League Baseball team. Oh, I grew up in Edwardsville. I'm like, oh, like why the Battlehawks? Why now? And it's like, well, I'm from St. Louis, and how many times do you get to build a professional sports team in your hometown? Which was exactly what I told Commissioner Oliver Luck when I interviewed.
Once in a lifetime.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And so, and then feeding off the energy of the community, which is, there's two major parts to our big marketing plan. One is grassroots. Right. It's easy to say you're born and raised in St. Louis. Right. It's harder to walk the walk. We went to 51 high school football games just to talk to fans. Okay. We weren't there to get people to sign up for tickets. That's an ancillary effect. Right. We're building relevancy. We're building fandom. The revenue will follow later. Right. But going out in community and just listening and just getting the excitement. I mean, we're talking a 10 by 10 tent that just had the Battlehawks logos. We didn't have the uniforms. We didn't have players. We didn't have a helmet. We had T-shirts, but not a whole lot else. And people were just like, I got to have this.
Right. Just eating up all the information they could.
And because we have been since day one, for the love of football, it's only been positive. We've always been looking forward. Good. We all know St. Louis's football past, pro football past. Yeah. That's happened. We are now, this is not a new chapter, this is a brand new book. So we're trying to go out, we're like, hey, 2020 at the Dome, February 23rd, first home game. It's going to be a big time event, and that's what we're all gearing up for, and frankly, so is the St. Louis community.
That's fantastic.
Well, tell us about game day. How do you envision game day, and what's going to be the differences over the NFL, and what can
what's a fan experience going to be like when they get into the Dome? Well, you got an idea yet, or can you share some of that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's the very first thing. I mean, when you think about this opportunity and you're playing in a dome,
right?
I can eliminate a lot of the variables, like weather.
Right.
I mean, I don't have to worry about snow, sleet. And, I get to the game a little bit early if the weather's bad. But when you're inside, and we're only sitting in the lower bowl, so the capacity is going to be about 27,000, 28,000.
All right.
So you're going to have a much more intimate experience. The accessibility will be there. But I think if you look at the crowd, that'll be your first indication that this is a lot different because of the affordability. I mean, season tickets start at $20 per ticket. So, we're going to be just
for $200. You can have a season package, right?
For $100.
For $100.
Yeah, you can still be able to play 5 home games.
Five home games, right?
So,
wow, very affordable.
A family is going to be easily maybe they couldn't go to a fall league game,
right?
But they're going to be absolutely able to go to a Battlehawks game just because of the affordability. We're not going to break the bank. And so the F&B will kind of follow that same kind of proportional averages. But then if you think about the gameplay, it's going to be fast, action-packed. The one thing we haven't announced are all the rules, but definitely plan on a fast-paced game.
Right.
We have a 3-hour window as it relates to our TV deals with Fox, ABC, ESPN, and FS1. And I don't think it'll ever touch 3 hours. It's going to be a much more fast-paced game, just because that's what the fans wanted. The football operations side really spent 2.5, 3 years building the product.
Okay.
Because no matter what the marketing is, if the product's no good,
then
it doesn't matter.
Right.
Okay.
So the product's going to be high quality professional football, and it's going to have a lot of the things that it's going to have everything people love about football.
Right.
It's going to have those enhancements like, I missed the kickoff return. Like people have said that repeatedly. So, all right, what can we do to make the kickoff return an exciting play again?
Right. Yeah.
And so those are the kind of the rules enhancements that'll make it a lot more like, all right.
Yeah.
My side, that's all Coach Hayes.
Okay.
My side of the house is everything else.
Okay.
In the Dome experience. And the best thing about our friends at the Dome, our partners, is they've been very open-minded. I mean, hey, the concourse is the playground.
Right.
You look at the Blues and NBA teams, they shoot onto the court. Well, obviously, with turf, you can't do that, but you have the canvas up top. What can we do with the areas we're not sitting in? So those are a lot of the cool kind of game day atmosphere. So when you walk into the Dome on February 23rd, and you've got your family in tow, your buddies from a lot of people have got the same exact seats they had for the last team.
Oh, really?
Or they're like, wait, how much does it cost? I'll scoot over to the 50-yard line.
I can afford the 50-yard line now.
Exactly. It's going to be like, I want people to come in and just immediately get their phones out. Because they're going to be the megaphones. And that first crowd, which we plan on having a sellout, that first crowd for the first Battlehawks, our first kickoff, I want them to be the megaphone. And so when we have game 2 6 days later on Leap Day on the 29th, that they're like, oh, you got to be here. Yeah, the game's going to be great to watch on TV. It's going to be so much better to experience live. And that's really
it always is. Live is always better.
Oh, yeah. Get the smell, the feels, the sounds.
Absolutely correct.
Right. Now, I thought you were going to be doing some things outside the Dome also.
We are, and we're going to do it all over downtown St. Louis.
Okay.
So game day is going to
be a party, huh?
Game day is an event. So one thing that we started last week is we're rolling out the red carpet.
Okay.
So I mean, now that we've unveiled the uniform and helmets, which
look great,
slightly biased, the best in all of football. I mean, I actually had the helmet on yesterday. I'm just like, I'm just going to walk around all day with this.
Wear it around the office.
Plus, I get a little bit taller wearing the helmet. No, with the game day experience and talking to fans for the last 5, 6 months, tailgating's a big with them.
Yeah.
They're also cognizant of it's February and March.
Right.
So they want indoor options. They want the outdoor options, but they're like, okay, in case it's not too great outside, what are the indoor options? And that's where the flexibility and the partnership with the Dome has come into play. And actually some corporate partners that we haven't announced yet. They're going to have some great opportunities to make it a lively experience leading up to the game. And then you just have the canvas that is downtown St. Louis now.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of cool areas that are around the big parking centers that we can tap into for events and activities 2-3 hours before game time.
Right.
And then we'll just kind of start the processions from the various points into the dome.
Into the dome, okay.
And then get the crowd rocking and rolling.
Yeah, yeah.
One of the coolest things is on the day we actually unveiled the Battlehawks name, we had a couple of officers from Scott Air Force Base come to Urban Chestnut where we had the party. And they're just like, hey, do you want us to drive a plane over on game day? I'm like, how do you drive a plane over?
Right.
And before you answer that, yes.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
Whatever it is, we'll take it.
We can't do a flyover because of the dome, but if there's a big plane outside, and obviously the aviation theme is really the backbone of the Battlehawk brand.
Right.
But I mean, that's gonna be a great, just a cool experience.
Do they have a Battlehawk aircraft?
I'm hoping. I mean,
how cool!
If we rechristen something.
Right.
I mean, some of the things that we haven't announced, but we've talked to fans about is, you know, the different areas within the dome of leveraging some cool terminology. Like in our own office, you know, our break room's the mess hall.
Okay.
You know, our storage room where the printers and all of our event supplies, we call it the boneyard.
All right.
And that's just
a little bit of
that's just
military.
Just listening to the Scott Air Force and representatives from Whiteman and Fort Leonard Wood. You know, we're just kind of like, military's going to be a big thing for us. And so we've been sitting down with all the different types of communities in and around St. Louis and Missouri and Illinois, and it's just like the authenticity is just cool.
Right.
And so I'm like, hey, you know, we thought about doing this in our office. And they're like, oh, that'd be awesome.
Right.
And just seeing their excitement, I'm like, we're totally doing that now. So
that is fantastic.
How can you not?
I know, exactly. I was like, ugh. And then if we invited him in and I didn't do it, then I have to deal with, you know, generals and who are yelling at me.
Right.
That is true.
I'd rather just avoid it all.
And, Right.
Well, thanks for coming by, and
thank you very much for having me.
Giving us a little more information.
We appreciate your time.
When is the next big event? Or is it just
it's every day. Like with these red carpets we're doing.
Right.
And we're literally rolling out a red carpet.
Okay.
And people can put on the jersey, try on the helmet,
get
them excited because that first game, 23rd of February at the Dome, that's the Sunday after Mardi Gras. So you're going to be at a party.
Oh, right. They're going to be going anyhow.
Yeah, you're really good. So we're extending the party.
Right. The party goes one more day.
Is going to be a big event, and all 4 entrances in the Dome will look like, you know, the red carpet at the Oscars. I mean, we're treating it as the must-see event of the year after the NHL All-Star game.
Okay.
St. Louis just got so much momentum going right now. I mean,
so many cool things happening in St. Louis.
So many cool things, sports and non-sports.
Right.
I mean, you're looking at the aquariums.
Right. Opens on Christmas Day.
We had a discussion about that earlier.
Yeah. So you go aquarium in December, end of December. NHL All-Star game end of January.
Right.
Our first home game, and then we go all the way through to April. You have the March Madness, the gymnastics trials. Like St. Louis is buzzing.
Right, the new soccer stadium, soccer team.
2023, I think.
22.
22.
We will be finishing our 3rd year when they start.
Okay.
Well, if people want more information, what's your website?
XFLBattlehawks.com. Like I said, season tickets start at $20. Single game starts at $24. If you click on this link, you'll notice a lot of the seats are starting to disappear. So. Definitely get them sooner than later. Great gifts, holiday season, and again, $20. It's hard to beat that value.
Can you get the Battlehawk gear on there?
Yes,
also?
absolutely. That's where you can find the Battlehawks.
I already have my T-shirts, but it's time for the
real jersey.
The jerseys are now available after last week's announcement.
Okay.
And every week we're adding more things: pennants, car flags.
Okay.
I mean, it's just the thirst. St. Louis's thirst for as much
for
balance.
Football, right? Yeah.
Like it's fun seeing the T-shirts and the hoodies and whatnot at the Blues games, and just at Schnucks and around town. Like, it's been pretty cool to see this kind of literally grow from nothing into something that they're really excited about. And we're very excited to deliver an experience, hopefully that they enjoy.
Right.
And even more important to me is I hope the St. Louis fan base likes, if not loves, how we are hopefully celebrating representing St. Louis. The Metro Eastern Illinois, the city, the county, and the surrounding Missouri counties. I mean, that's everything we've done has had the 4 quadrants of St. Louis in mind, and that's been the most fun.
Right.
I mean, being able to talk about it with you guys, being out in the community, talking to fans, hosting events, going to these high school football games. I mean, this is the most fun I've ever had in my professional life.
Right, I can't imagine.
And it's just going to get better on the 23rd of February.
Right.
You get a packed house and people cheering, and then, you know, hopefully wins all throughout the spring. I mean, that's what we're a lot of momentum. That's what we're so excited about. But just seeing St. Louis, just the buzz, that's been great.
So it'll be awesome. Well, thanks for coming out, Kurt.
Thank you so much.
Thanks again. Ready, Tommy? Back to the studio. Yep. All right. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. That was a great conversation with Kurt. All the exciting things the Battlehawks are doing. I can't wait.
I can't wait. I can't wait to go to a game. It's going to be a great experience.
The day after Mardi Gras.
Right.
That downtown is going to be.
It's going to be rocking
down there.
I think it's really neat that they have a lot of St. Louisans involved in the organization.
Right.
And players,
coaches,
the president.
Yeah. Well, the whole front office is.
Office.
I think Kurt said the whole front office is St. Louis-born folks.
Right. So, and I think his point of it's the first homegrown professional team in St. Louis. That's pretty neat.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. So hopefully everyone go out and support them. I think the gear's out now. So
I already have a T-shirt, but I know they have everything else out there. So all good stuff.
Yeah.
And Bob, one last point before we go. I think we still have a $5 issue.
We do. I have not paid up yet.
I was thinking. I know you don't really carry a lot of cash around with you.
I don't
do you
anymore.
Do Venmo?
I don't do that either.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah, I got to talk to the kids about how to get
the app and stuff.
How to get the app and do that. But I got a better idea. I think Ole Miss plays Missouri in basketball, and maybe we'll do a double or nothing.
All right, I'll take you on that one.
I think that's February 20th. We'll do a double or nothing for that first game.
Perfect.
Down at Mizzou.
That sounds good. Well, maybe we need to go down there and watch it.
I think that might be a road trip.
That'll be good.
In the making. So thanks for everyone for tuning in, and we loved having Kurt here and talking about the St. Louis Battlehawks.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye now.